After the extraordinary events of the first day of the LV County Championship match between Northamptonshire and Lancashire at Wantage Road, normal service was resumed as Joss Butler made his first significant contribution with the bat as a Lancashire player. 18 wickets had fallen on day one, which saw Northamptonshire start the second one on 133 for 8 with a lead of 14. They owed a lot to Matt Spreagle, who moved from his overnight 43 to a 50 inside half an hour. He got there with his 8th four, which took him to his half-century off 138 deliveries. His partner, Ollie Stone, had also done a splendid job in making 15 in a 9th wicket stand of 39. He was LBW to Tom Smith as Lancashire worked hard to finish off the innings. At this stage it had been the unbelievably hard-working innings of Spreagle which had been the difference between the two teams. He was now into his 5th hour at the crease. He was finally out for an exceptional 62, worth a lot more than that in these circumstances. As he went for some big hits with only Azarullah for company, he top-edged Smith to a running Butler. Northamptonshire were all out for 164 and that gave them a decent first innings advantage of 45 runs. Lancashire would have been pleased to see Paul Horton avoid a pair as they batted a second time. But they were 2 men down before their deficit had been knocked off. Lewis Rees kindly flicked a ball from Azarullah to a well-placed Stephen Crook in the deep. And after Andrea Agathangalu was put down at second slip off the bowling of Andrew Hall, the batsman was trapped in front instead to go for a duck. In the match overall, Agathangalu had survived for more than an hour for 1 single run. Batting did not look much easier than it had done on the first day, and so the visitors must have been so pleased to have someone with the experience of Ashwell Prince in their ranks. In spite of 100 in the defeat at Trent Bridge, the South African has made a sluggish start to this summer, but now was the ideal time for him to shine. The match situation was almost ideally suited to Horton, a man who never gives his wicket away without a fight. He bedded in with just the occasional flourish as he and his partner balanced this game right up again with a 3rd wicket partnership of 72, easily the best of the match to date. So the lead stood at 64 when Prince was rather unfortunately stumped off Hall, the ball rebounding off the pads of David Murphy standing up. Prince had to leave with 47 runs to his name. Horton then ran out his new partner Luke Proctor before he'd even faced a ball. Rob Newton supplied the accurate throw which left Lancashire on 109 for 4 and in the need of another sizable partnership. With Matt Pryor and Johnny Bairstow both currently sitting out the latest round of LV County Championship matches with long-term injuries, a number of wicket-keepers have a chance of representing England in a test match come June. One of the reasons Butler moved north was to have more of a chance behind the stumps. Now all of his thoughts were on batting. He began well but crucially lost Horton at the other end. Having survived for 145 balls for his 48, the opener was LBW to Hall. Now on 130 for 5 and leading by only 85, Lancashire still had a lot of work to do to get themselves firmly back into this contest. Thankfully for them, they had 2 very capable batsmen at the crease in the form of Butler and Smith. In spite of the highly pressurised situation, both men still played their shots, taking some calculated risks along the way. But it worked out well for Butler, who registered his first 50 as a Lancashire player in his 4th innings for his new club. He'd needed only 58 balls to get there, with an innings which was at odds with all the others. He'd found the boundary 7 times and was just starting, in partnership with Smith, to put his side on top. Smith matched his partner almost shot for shot, and it was easy to forget watching these two just how impossible batting had seemed to be during the first 4 sessions of this match. By the close, this pair had put on 114 runs for the 6th wicket in less than 25 overs to give their side the edge at the halfway stage. They will be firm favourites if Butler can add many to his overnight 66 and Smith more to his 44. Lancashire will start day 3 on 244 for 5 and that has put them 199 runs to the good.